Hi, good morning. Welcome to Coffee with Me. I'm Susan B. Lochocki, running for President of the United States with the Green Party, and this is my temporary kitchen. Welcome. So, it's, the 100-year anniversary year of women's rights to vote, and I've got my little sash on, and I'm still marching for women and women's rights and family rights and all the things that go with that, pensions and vacations and health care for all and just everything. We're getting there. And surprisingly, the coronavirus crisis has helped us to, move forward too, discover things that are going on and repairing these mistakes or things that are not set up properly, like the hospitals and whatnot. So this is good. It's a sad time, but it's also a good time. We're getting ourselves organized, being responsible, helping each other out by wearing masks at the right time, and that's great. So we need everybody to pitch in on that, for sure. I guess, since it is Thankful Thursday, I should tell you I am thankful for all the women whose shoulders I stand on. And in the magazine National Geographic this month, there's a nice article about the 19th Amendment to the Constitution that gave women the right to vote. And it really gave all women the right to vote. But unfortunately, in some states, they chose not to adhere to that, even probably for women too, so white women. But unfortunately, there were a lot of women of color and Native American women who did not get the right to vote for many years after that, unfortunately, because of their stringent laws that were out there. I'm not gonna, Anyway, so I want to say thank you to all these women who were there before me. All these women who fought a good fight and who struggled and persisted and went forward and did, and even men. There's a man there, Frederick Douglass. And the men, I should say, too. But actually, you know what? This is about women. So let me just focus on women. Women, yes. I am so grateful for all the women who've gone before, that I can be standing here and celebrating 100 years with you, or sitting here, I should say, and running for president. They say anybody can run for president, and that's one of the reasons why I'm doing it. But I'm also running for president as a mother running for president. And, that's also an unusual combination. So, here I am. And since we're talking about running for president, I'm going to say, don't forget to go out and get registered. Because if you don't register, you can't vote. And in the news right now, there's all this talk about, mail-in ballots and stuff. I think you need to find out where you can drop them off. So if you're doing a out-of-state ballot, then you need to find out how you can drop it off. Because I think the mailing in is a bad idea. Like I said, I told you already, it happened to me. I thought I didn't vote in one election for sure over the 20 years I've been in Switzerland. And when I went to check on my records, the lady said, no, I voted in every single one, which meant for me, is that my vote that got recorded, or is it somebody else's vote? So don't use the mail. Go in person, or, and perhaps you have to take the day off. I don't know. But maybe if things go well, perhaps they will give a day off so that people can get to the polling stations and everything. Or maybe they'll take my advice in Washington and all over the country and send out ballots that then you have to go and drop off at the town hall. I think that would be best, truthfully. But let's see, we still have a couple of days before I guess they really have to make that final decision on how to go about it. And we're just getting to the conventions of the Democrats and the Republicans. So, let's find out who's going to get the real convention nomination. So, I want to talk now about something about, a very women issue, mother issue. I know that in the States, currently, when certain foreigners, so illegal immigrants, were discovered in the country, they were sent back to wherever they came from, and some of them had to leave their children behind. And there was a lot of uproar about this. I just want to, and this, it's not at all the same what I'm about to say, and it might sound a little harsh, but we are currently in a society where parents are working so many hours a day, where they're separated from their children. You are separated from your children all day long, or at least before the coronavirus, this was going on for so long that it was almost, a similar effect, where, you weren't with your children weren't with you. And I think this is a big problem. I don't like separating families. I don't like it at all. One of the other reasons why I got into running for president is there was a story about, I'm going to say 10 years ago now, of a little girl who was killed with a gun in her kindergarten class. If I remember it correctly, she actually brought the gun and was showing it to one of her kindergarten friends. And he accidentally shot her and killed her. Now, how she got the gun was she was living at the time with her grandparents, who were older, and they weren't really paying attention. And you're now saying, well, where was the mom? Well, this is a poor person story. So the mom apparently was cleaning somebody's house 2 hours away from where she was living, and she always left her child with the grandparents. And not only did she have that job, but she in fact had 3 jobs she was struggling to have to provide for a roof over her daughter's head and her own, and to provide food and education and everything that goes along with it. And she couldn't always be there with her daughter to watch over her. Now, how does that feel to know that you have to work 3 jobs to make enough money to survive? Then you give your child to your parents, you think they're going to take good care, and they do their best they can, and then something like that happens. That's horrible. And that's got to stop. That's not a life. And that's not a family. Where the father was, I don't know. But this has to stop. We need Mother's Pay. We need mothers and children together in the United States, not working 3 jobs. That's ridiculous. It's time for Mother's Pay. It's time to help families be families. I'm sorry. So, I'm going to stop here. I think you got my point. The song of the day is called Superwoman by Alicia Keys. I wish you all a wonderful day wherever you are. I'm thankful for being a woman. I'm thankful for all the women who went before me. But it's time to think about mothers. Being a CEO is not the only job out there. Mother's pay is needed now, not tomorrow. Thank you for stopping by. I wish you, like I said, a nice day.